In this week's installment of Movie Monday Musings, Matt Perrin tells us if Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron make a good couple in the long shot.
Welcome to another Monday. It appears that everyone is waiting for the end game to see exactly how far Avengers Endgame is going to go. It continues to decimate records and reached a global cume of 2 billion in just 11 days, which is a feat that took Avatar 47 days. Next to this juggernaut, the new releases didn't stand a chance. I decided to skip The Intruder, which kind of looks like an Unlawful Entry remake, and instead went with the film that came in third at the box office. I always feel like Seth Rogen has fallen out of the limelight and then he reappears, and this time it was alongside a powerhouse cast, so I had to check it out. And without any further ado, here's my take on Long Shot. Our film begins with Fred Flarsky, played by Seth Rogen. He is a journalist who isn't scared to do whatever it takes to get the story and has a particular style of writing. When his paper is bought by a major media conglomerate, he quits out of principle. We also see Charlotte Field, played by Charlize Theron. She is the Secretary of State who is about to get the current president's endorsement to succeed him when he steps down after his first term. It seems that Charlotte used to babysit Fred, and she was his first crush. When they stumble across each other at a charity function, she is charmed a little by his clumsiness, and after finding out he's between jobs and reading some of his work, she hires him to be her speechwriter for her upcoming campaign, much to the chagrin of all her staffers. In order to be a more effective writer for her, Fred insists he must become more familiar with her as a person, and they spend the next few weeks traveling to her events, becoming reacquainted. After a situation almost turns deadly, they find themselves reacting on more than a professional level. As the movie progresses, we see their relationship start to blossom while at the same time it risks her future career-wise. As the two become closer, his speeches get better, but her advisors become more withdrawn and do whatever they can to prevent the relationship from progressing. As we see both of their professional morals get challenged, we wonder if they are going to be able to ride out the storm together, or if either their personal or professional relationship, or even both, will be destroyed in a world run by political decisions. So, what to say about this one? First off, I can see why some people are really going to like this movie. It's a romantic comedy that leans very heavily on the comedy while still pulling all the right heartstrings. My problem is that it feels like they tried to push the comedy too hard and too far. There are scenes that you would expect from Rogen, but just don't seem to fit in with Theron. That and some of the comedy is pushed into gratuitous vulgarity that I feel just detracts from the movie itself. That being said, I do think that a lot of the humor lands perfectly and the delivery is spot on by our cast. Speaking of the cast, plenty of praise to be had there. Charlize Theron acts circles around Rogen, but that is to be expected. Bob Odenkirk is awesome as a horrible president that was only elected for playing a president on TV. And Andy Serkis is good at once again being unrecognizable, even though he's not CGI'd. In fact, I didn't even know he was the guy playing the part until my friend pointed it out. So all in all, it's an entertaining movie to watch, albeit one that I think can wait for home viewing. Although, like I said earlier, I think there are a good bit of people that are really going to like this movie. This has been your Monday Movie Music. Back to you.
And one last look at your 7-day forecast next on ABC Columbia News at noon.